everybody. Today I am going to do an overview and an introduction to the Spatial Fire Planning Service. To start off, in order to be able to access the Spatial Fire Planning Service in ArcGIS Online, you will need a National Interagency Fire Center, AGOL, or ArcGIS Online login account. If you don't have a current account, you can come in here to nifc.maps.arcgis.com and request a new account for those that may not have access already. The Spatial Fire Planning Service is accessible through the Experience Builder within ArcGIS Online. This is the landing page or the home page for the Spatial Fire Planning Service. So this is where you'll access all the information for the Spatial Fire Planning Service. Today, I'm going to give an overview on the View Data Dashboard. The dashboard's purpose is to view Spatial Fire Planning Service map and shape language data as it is associated and exported from WFDS. To come in here and to start, you can come in and you can click the Go To button, or you can click the image to pull up the dashboard. This is the view-only service for the Interagency Spatial Fire Planning Service. It functions through dynamic pan zoom functionality, and you will always start here on the upper right-hand area of the application. First, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select a GAC. So for today's demonstration, I'm going to click the Southwest Coordination Center, and you will see it automatically pans and zooms into the Southwest. I'm going to zoom in a little bit further to refine my results, and I'm going to zoom in here to Lincoln National Forest. Next, I will select the unit for the Lincoln National Forest, and you can see that the map filters to the Lincoln National Forest Spatial Fire Planning Service data. From here, if you so choose, you can actually select a shape category as they are exported in WFDS Classic as a strategic objective, a management requirement, or a unit shape. On the left-hand side, you will see all of the information associated with the Lincoln National Forest in terms of their spatial fire planning information. You can choose one of the left-hand side columns, or you can view all of the spatial fire planning language on the bottom table view. This is the language as it's associated with the shapes that are visible within the map interface here. I'm going to go ahead and select on mixed conifer for Lincoln National Forest, and you can see that the mixed conifer shapes highlight and filter out in the map. So these are all of the shapes that are associated with Spatial Fire Planning Service and have language tied to them in the Lincoln National Forest. On this bottom piece here in the Spatial Fire Planning language table, you can see that there's one entry for mixed conifer, and this is the management requirement for mixed conifer on the Lincoln. If I wanted to back up and go to maybe one of the strategic planning shapes, I could go over here and click on another shape. This is immediate suppression. So these are the areas where immediate suppression is necessary in the Lincoln National Forest. And you can see those fire planning language associated in the table below. If your fire planning language exceeds the length of the table on the bottom, you can use the scroll bar to go back and forth and view all of the information and language associated with that shape within the dashboard. The final piece of the dashboard is this language download button here on the bottom. For any set of information available in the language table, you'll just click this download button here, and it'll download a CSV file that you can pull up on your computer. The last piece I will show is pulling up the CSV table. And I'd like to note here that in your language export, if you have any kind of special text formatting within the Spatial Fire Planning Service, you will see a series of HTML tags in the language description, and these associate the language either bold or italicized, underlined, so on and so forth. Any kind of formatting you instituted in your language text, it'll show up as an HTML tag in here. And that's all I have to present today on the view-only Interagency Spatial Fire Planning Service dashboard. Thank you, and more is to come.